26 years ago, writer-director Olivier Assayas cast the incomparable Hong Kong actress Maggie Cheung as herself in Irma Vep, a satire about filmmaking and the decline of French cinema. A standout movie about making a movie, it remains a worthy watch to this day. Of course, in the last 2 decades, Hollywood and the state of celebrity and creative storytelling has shifted quite a lot, especially as streaming television has superseded the film medium as the primary source of most global eyes. As such, Assayas has returned to his own creative library to remix Irma Vep as a sly and initially enigmatic 8-episode limited series starring Alicia Vikander. With a wave of great directors like John Woo, Tsui Hark, and Wong Kar-wai, as well as glamorous performers like Tony Leung, Jet Li, and Michelle Yeoh, Hong Kong cinema was dominant at the time, blitzing festivals in Hollywood. As Irma Vep, Assayas hired Maggie Cheung, possibly the most enticing of all Hong Kong stars, to play herself. Cheung's sense of loneliness in a foreign world, where she alternates between a lonely hotel suite and a bizarrely dysfunctional movie set, drives her deeper into the Irma Vep character. Cheung prowls about the hotel and its rooftop at night in the catsuit, while Sonic Youth's Tunic, Song for Karen, plays on the soundtrack in the film's Money sequence, which is animated in the miniseries' opening titles. It's possibly one of the most hippest movies ever filmed. The basics of the miniseries Irma Vep are more or less the same, at least based on this entertaining first episode, actress from another country. Les Vampires is a remake. Production is a clusterfuck. Assayas, on the other hand, isn't making a film about the state of cinema in the mid-90s. He's working on a series about the industry in the 2020s, examining a new set of issues that need to be addressed. In place of Maggie Cheung, he's hired Alicia Vikander as an A-list American actress looking for a break from the Hollywood blockbuster scene and a chance to try her hand at a less expected role. Vincent McCain, who is younger and less well-known than Lode, fills in for him. He has appeared in films by notable French directors such as Mia Hansen, Louis Garrel, and Anne Fontaine. He may not be the face of French cinema like Lode, but he's a hot mess in his own right. The Severed Head begins with Mira Vikander rushing through an awkward transitional moment in Paris, where she's wrapping up publicity for her latest blockbuster hit, Doomsday, before moving on to Les Vampires, an occasion marked by her leaving a 5-star hotel suite for the presumably humbler digs of the French production. Her predicament is more akin to Juliette Binoche's in another Assayas film, 2014's Great The Clouds of Sils Maria, in which Binoche plays a huge movie star who wants to feed her serious acting side while wearing silly spectacles. In one of the film's funniest scenes, Binoche and her assistant, Kristen Stewart, yawn through her latest 3D smash. Mira arrives in Paris with her new assistant Regina and is thrust into a professional and emotional quagmire right away. With a press conference and overbooked TV commercials followed by a premiere, where she gamely signs autographs and poses for media cameras, but appears very much like an actor at the conclusion of a tour for a movie they don't care about, the promotional duties for Doomsday are merely an irritation. The arrival of Doomsday's director, Herman, and his lovely new wife Laurie, who happens to be Mira's ex-assistant and ex-girlfriend, is even more difficult for Mira. To say their relationship ended badly would be an understatement. Mira didn't even respond to the wedding invitation, let alone show up, but Laurie still has a hold over her. Worse even for Mira, Laurie is well aware of this and takes use of the chance to flaunt her money and torment her mercilessly. After Laurie comes 40 minutes late for a drink and promptly reveals she's leaving for dinner with Herman, Mira closes their final talk in this episode with a booming fuck you. Mira, on the other hand, is still dangling from the hook. Early signs suggest that the Les Vampires set may not provide her with the rich creative experience she desires. Renee is first shown stumbling through a scene in which a body is supposed to be rescued from swamp water, but the blocking hasn't been sorted out yet. Meanwhile, he's made the mistake of lying to his insurers about his medications, which worries his producer Gregory, played by Claire Denis' favorite Alex Descas. It's understandable that his English is stuttering on his initial meeting with Mira, but their communication problems go deeper. "I don't care about movies," he says at the outset. "I used to, but I no longer do. Perhaps it will return." Then he goes on to say that his role as a director is to screw the plan. Given how much of her time in Hollywood is micromanaged down to the minute, fucking up the plan might be exactly what Mira wants from her brief sojourn in France. A second chat with Renee, on the other hand, is more deflating. Mira has done her research on Les Vampires. She's watched the entire 7-hour series 3 times and investigated Musadora, the actress who played Irma Vep in the original series, whom she discovered to be an incredible woman, one of the first female filmmakers, novelist, cinema critic, and romantic adventurer. Renee regards her as more of an item, perhaps an inspiration to surrealists and an outlaw, but primarily a muse for guys like him, similar to Irma Vep's character. It's a subliminal hint that Mira might be switching gears creatively. On the other hand, she might not have to worry about Renee. Due to a string of batshit crazy behavior on previous film shoots, the insurance company concocts a scheme to back the project with him as director. When Gregory mentions the film Agony in the Garden, Renee instantly begins reminiscing about his passion for it, obfuscating the fact that he attempted to run over the lead actor with his car. He'd also peed on the period furniture of another production, partly because he didn't appreciate it. He has all the flaws of a self-styled artiste, as well as a main actress who is accustomed to performing at a high level, even on projects that mean nothing to her. It's going to be a long shoot.